States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Brad? Everything for us, sir?
I sent out the November and December activity. Everybody, I just sent it out today, so by next meeting, if you have any questions, just let me know.
Okay.
I didn't get it out until 4 o'clock or something, so. And then the only other thing I have is our big purchase this year is gonna be new handheld radios. We did budget for this year. I'm gonna start getting the quotes on that, cause that's gonna be what do we figure, Kevin? 50?
55, I think you said. I think they were
Yeah.
like 10 or 11,000 a piece.
Yeah, they're over like 10 grand a piece. So we did budget for it. It's gonna be a huge hit, but I'm gonna start getting the quotes on that, so that's all I have.
All right.
I think we had talked about too, depending on what the prices are too, of that, maybe if we had to spread it out over a couple years too, right?
Correct. If we can't, yeah, if it comes down to where, because we're only gonna buy 5, that's all we need.
Yeah.
If it comes down where we can't get, all 5 this year, we'll buy what we can this year, and then we'll budget for the remainder next year.
Well, those radios, they'll work.
Yeah,
The one you have now,
they're just, these are out, they're
stolen.
non-repairable. They have some parts of the radio shop, but Mike, he explained to me that they've bought all the parts they can, like from other distributors, and so they work fine. But if they break, they're done. So try to get ahead of the ball game. I mean, we're not really behind on it, so like I said, none of us have issues, but unfortunately, the new ones are. I mean, these were probably 5,000 to 6,000 when we bought them. Our car radios are fine, but it's just the price is skyrocketed on the radios, and you know that with the fire department. So,
Well, they're not gonna get any cheaper. They're just gonna keep going up, so.
Do they have any program like the tasers, where you can like rent them and they'll replace them if they break?
I don't
or
believe so,
anything?
because I checked into that, and they were like,
Cool.
no. It's just like, which I don't know why they don't, because Motorola owns the company that owns our cameras now, WatchGuard, so they, we're on that program, and the program with the tasers, which is nice, where you just pay a flat fee, but these are just an outright purchase. That's all I have.
All right. Minutes? Last meeting? I didn't see.
They look good to me.
Okay. I'll make a motion, approve the minutes from last meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Minutes and
We gotta sign the.
2 payrolls. So we have a meeting in between.
I keep flipping it over. So we need to approve the AI loggers, right?
Yeah, actually, give me a second on that.
Oh, there's Ryan.
26.
Sorry, we're a little late. We're just come to your quote.
Quote for the,
Oh, for the data loggers?
yeah,
I think it's for 20 data loggers. I can't remember what we
20.
we
it shows
budget.
20.
What did we budget for? We budget 30, right? Maybe budget 20.
I can't remember whatever. I don't think we had an exact price, right?
I thought we put in a number to kind of get us to.
I can't remember.
I think it was 30, without looking exactly. So I did ask where we got the data loggers from. Those things do work really well. They ping a leak, and we fixed one already, and then from it, and we do have another one in that area. It's down from where we were at last time, so that's on my list too. So they are working well. That's what actually was taking me longer tonight. I was actually putting some of the audit information in for this year. We're losing about 32% of our water, so we're missing
Just from leaks.
32% of our water somewhere. So better than I thought we were. When I first started doing the numbers, which is still high. The state says we got to be under 25. Now they have an area where they say we have to be under because there's automatic. They assume a loss out in the system. You know, a curb box or a corporation stop has been buried for 50 years, maybe dripping, and we'll never see that for the most part. So it's kind of a given based off pressure, but they want us to be under 25, and we're not. So, but that's why I mean, well, we seen these work last time too. So,
Yeah.
And,
Well, you checking to see what we have.
No. I was just.
Are we good?
I was getting this ready for you guys to vote on.
Okay.
We budgeted for it. I can't remember if we did. This is only 20, so if we did 30, we're covered. If we did 20, then
yeah.
that's exactly what we did. I can't remember. It was a couple months ago.
Well, this is for 29,000.
385.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we did put a dollar amount in there. I thought it was 30. That's why it was 30 was almost going to get us pretty much done, other than some outliers maybe later.
Oh, so we'll have enough to do.
This will get us pretty close to having most of the older part, as an older part of the city done. Not doing this
Which
addition,
we shouldn't have.
that
to do,
addition, and not going outside of town. It's just mostly inner city being done. So yeah.
How many do we need of these? Like, if we did 20 a year, how long is it going to take to cover the whole city?
We did another 20 next year. If we did even the newer addition areas, the whole city will be done for the most. Not for the most part, because I don't have to do every valve. I can do every other valve.
Yeah, I remember talking about this.
Yeah, we're
looking
probably
at this
looking
map, little chunks.
Yeah, we're probably looking at another. After this set, probably about another. For in town, maybe another 20 would be maybe overload on the in town, and then be heading. If we went down the line, going out, out the city into to Havenwood, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and I don't have anything going towards the industrial park yet either. So most of this is for the cluster from Main Street south, that older area of the section. And I think I have them set, so I finished out 101 because we have a lot of leaks that way on 101 also. So
And that way too, correct?
yeah. So like here would be there's 2 that way. There's probably another 3 that way. So there's 15 in this cluster over here. So yeah. Don't get us all the way done, but it gets a lot of them. And I got to have them within so many feet of each other. I think they say they don't recommend going past 600 feet, which our blocks are pretty short blocks from how our water lines lay. So
Well, I'll make a motion that we go with the quote from EJP.
And I'll second.
All in favor? You got anything?
I've been gone for
Okay.
2 weeks, so I was just catching up today. so yeah.
Okay.
Everything seemed to go. They seemed to take care of everything while I was gone. John was, there wasn't a whole lot going on, which was nice. But so yeah, everything was to be caught up and done, and no major things, just phone calls, paperwork. I'll get with Kevin on hiring somebody here. As long as we got your guys' approval,
Yeah,
Go
I
from
would
there,
say
I
the
said
one
get-
that you recommended would be,
yeah.
just one I would,
So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll get with Kevin and we'll figure out what paperwork I need to have him do, when I need to get him in here, and go that route.
Okay, you already got somebody?
I have 2 candidates. I didn't send it to you.
Yeah. I didn't know if you had hired.
I
one of those
haven't
guys.
heard. No, I haven't hired nobody. I was waiting until I got confirmation of everything.
Okay, so they're both waiting around for an answer.
Yeah.
Let me pull it back up. Gotcha.
But there's two there, so I'll get a hold of them and, you know, the first one, and if he doesn't, if, you know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Go to the next one.
Yeah.
What is, John's, how much more time is he gonna,
Probably about 6 to 7 months, probably.
this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's able to now if he wanted to. So he's just here. I mean, he's doing his job, but he has no plan of leaving, you know, anytime soon. So.
Maybe just hire both of them and just overpay. I mean, if he knows.
Well, and he's not definite. I know he's waiting for his wife to be. She's still at the school. I think it's what he's waiting for. So.
Oh.
I'll get a
school
firm
year.
date. Maybe we'll figure that out too. Yeah.
I say maybe hire both of them.
So.
And just run yourself an extra guy. If you got two guys that are good that you know you want, they pass the background check, and you have to overpay one position for 6 months, but
They drop it off on the other end. So.
and then you're gonna drop off a guy anyway.
Cause we'll need another guy when he goes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be paying in the winter
And
time.
I'm losing a big position. That's I'm losing,
you're
a
losing.
big position there. So I'm losing a lot of knowledge that comes from that whole other side of it.
Yeah, you
so.
can't replace that either.
No, it never. It'll.
It'd be great to have both of them there that he can pass off the knowledge, or some of the knowledge, so.
That's a huge thing. I mean, that in itself is worth a lot.
Yeah, it's it's the.
So
I got, if you could get a definite
I'll get a definite
timeline,
by the next meeting if he's got a better idea. We've sat down and mingled about it, but you know he says he's not leaving me high and dry. He's not gonna. So.
well,
But he
if we
could,
have-
you know.
Maybe if we hired two, then he would feel comfortable about moving on, so.
or maybe even if John said 6 months and you told the other guy it's spring, April 1st, you could hire him and then give him a 3-month overlap.
Yeah, I'll see if we can
I
come up.
don't know if one of them would be open to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hire one guy immediately and the other guy tell him 3 months.
Yeah, I'll get with them and see what we can come up with.
Some sort of.
I do have one question for you. The project that was in front of, on Moore Rapids Road, in front of the church, the asphalt project,
Mm-hmm.
how is that for plowing snow? Is there,
Well, I can tell you the first time it was plowed, well, the trucks got stuck.
See, I saw that.
But that was it appears to be fine, other than not knowing how the road's moving. You know, it was fairly new how the road. It's so weird the way the road comes out and comes back.
I meant the low area.
That little valley in there.
Yeah, how-
That's terrible.
Did the county inspect that
Yeah,
before they
who
signed off
approved
on that? Or?
I don't know. I'm assuming it was all county. They're the ones that made them put it in. Yeah,
I mean,
That's terrible.
it's like a little valley right in there with a wall. Yeah. But it appeared to come off. I mean, we had the one's big snow. Everything was gone on that road.
okay, maybe, I mean, it just looks terrible.
I 100% agree. Like the whole road needs resurfaced all the way across.
Yeah, but where's the water going? It's seeping down in underneath it, in the crack, in between the two, the old and the new?
Because that was well, Brooks or whoever owns Brooks now that did it. So
Forgot about that.
yeah,
If Wayne Asphalt bought them, right?
yeah Wayne Asphalt's the one that did it. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
But yeah. I mean, it wasn't icy down there, but that gets hit by the big truck too. So I mean, it slowed it down.
Well, I mean, if it needs to be repaired in the future, we need to hit up the county on that.
Oh yeah,
It
because
should be on our dime.
the way that's laid in there is.
Yeah, I can't believe somebody let that go.
I mean, it goes like
Oh,
this
yeah.
to the
It's
middle.
a ditch.
It's like,
Well, yeah, because it was where it was low, and they come back in. It should have been. I'm surprised they didn't make them go all the way out to the middle of the road.
That whole thing should have been resurfaced, that whole area,
Yeah, all the way out to the middle of the road.
both sides.
I still don't know why they made them put it in, but you know, the traffic justified that.
Yeah, usually Sunday morning would be the only time I would think that.
Yeah, I don't live there, so I don't
Yeah.
know if the traffic's bad on Sunday morning. You know, if it's backed up trying to get in and out of there. I mean, that's a huge road down there for the little being inside the city.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
oh, that's all I had.
Kevin, you got anything?
Yeah, so Rachel resigned. She let me know last month, maybe the weekend before Christmas, that she had taken a position at the school. Those 2 weeks were short weeks anyway, but she had to start on January 6th over there, so she wasn't going to be able to give too much of a notice. So we hired a new deputy clerk, Leah Dolinsky. Rachel will still be here intermittently. She'll be coming in to process payments and stuff after work. So obviously, if you guys seen Fox News, City of Woodburn was on there saying that we were closed. So we're gonna be closed until Leah starts on the 19th. She'll be training with Rachel a couple days in between there. We'll open City Hall with limited hours on the 19th for the first couple weeks, just so she can not be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And then we also have the wonderful Kim Hefner coming in to help her intermittently once Leah starts. So should be good. Not
Welcome.
the best situation, but
Yeah.
people just don't understand how we're a small municipal utility. We're not AEP or NIPSCO. We can't afford to have 5 office workers up here at a time and someone always to back up. So it's tough. Luckily, got somebody quick and won't be closed down too long. I did the utility budget. I had her name is Janet Alexander. She runs a company with Susie Bass. She helps us do our budget. I had her look at. We did the tax budget together, which the council passed. I also had her look at our utility budget as well, and we're looking real good on stuff. We didn't overspend last year. We didn't have a lot of projects going on, so that kind of makes sense. But I think from what she said, she looked over everything. She also looked over next year's budget too to make sure we weren't gonna overspend and that we had money in the right places. So there was a few adjustments that I had to make to a couple things like our debt reserve money and stuff like that. Just, I don't know, the balance got out of whack at some point. So I just had to add a couple things to that. But the budget looks good for next year and we're not overspending. We're gonna put some money, we'll see. We could still make adjustments in 25 since I haven't closed out December, but we'll make some adjustments in there to move some of the money that we didn't spend in the water and sewer budget and take that out from last year and move it into depreciation going forward. And then what our plan is to do is I'm gonna plan on just doing is to just make monthly transfers into depreciation, so we're saving money without doing it at the end of the year and just saying what's left and then taking that and putting it in. I'm just gonna be proactive about it and start putting in money every month into the depreciation. I think it's like $5,000 a month, so whatever that comes out to be, $125,000 a year that will dump into that intentionally. So I think this year we should have pretty close to that. Just adding it up, or just looking here at this real quick, I think we're gonna probably have something close to that we're gonna do this year that will dump into the depreciation from what we had left from last year. So we will have to use some utility budget. I had it in there, it's more for council to pass, but I suppose that 60-something% of it will come out of utility for voice cloud, which is they're gonna take everything we're using from voice from Keystone and move it to the cloud, so we don't have any of the data here on site. So in the past, they budgeted to replace. There's a server back here that has all our data on it. So the plan was to replace that server, but we're not going to do that because if we go voice cloud, we don't need the server here. I think we need it for. I think you guys have some files in it, but we're not going to do as big of an upgrade to it as what was originally planned to host what we're using now. So I'm just going to take that money that we're using for that and just do it towards the voice cloud because it's pretty close to what we were already going to spend on the new server. So I don't know if you guys wanna, if you guys looked at that. I know I got the stuff out pretty late, I was sick. So I got that out pretty late. But it's in here, should be the last one. Woodburn, City, Allen, Indiana, Boyce Cloud transition. So Boyce, or Keystone, Boyce owns the company, they do some other stuff too, they do forms, you know, tax forms and stuff like that. They got bought out by this other company called BS&A, and BS&A already had a cloud platform. So, and Boyce was working on this already. So when we signed up, almost 2 years ago when I started, they already told us that this was coming. That they were getting stuff ready to move to the cloud. So, but since they got bought out, they're trying to get people on the cloud product and away from on-site software. So you can see on here on the second page, there's no integration fees. They're waiving that for people that sign up right now. It's almost $35,000 off for integration fees. So it's a huge savings. It's about double what we pay right now in the annual fee. I think or maybe not even double. I think we pay about 10 or 11,000 a year for the annual maintenance. This moves up about $5,000 to 16,000. And then the other big portion of what the cost is training, which is on the third page. It's $19,600. But they also account for 16 days of training, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But you're not locked into that. Whatever days you train, that's what you pay for. So if we decide, and I don't plan on using 16 days. I think when we signed up for Boyce, we only had 5 or 7. It was something very limited. Excuse me. So I don't plan on doing that many days. So hopefully we keep that cost down. I'm hoping to keep that under like 10 grand. So brings the total to $38,725. Yeah, the install for this won't. If you guys, I don't even know if you guys have to approve this. I mean, I suppose you guys probably maybe should. And council, just so we're covered. But we wouldn't even be able to get installed on this until like June. They said there's so many people that are signing up for it. So even if we approve it now, I mean, it's $1,000 we have to hold our place. But then they wouldn't charge us until they install, and the rest of it's gonna be when we're done training. So the 19,600, so that the last payment, the third payment could change just depending on how much training we do. But this wouldn't be due till like I said, like June or July anyway, whenever they actually install us.
But the money's there.
Yeah, the money was there for, we just have to do some reappropriating. The money was there for the server upgrade, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna take that money for the server upgrade and just put it towards this. Cause I think the server upgrade was like, I don't know, 25,000 or 30,000 they budgeted for the new server. So, and then we did do some end of year stuff for a couple network things here and a couple network things for Ryan. So we should be pretty set here.
Okay, so we need to make a motion that we go with Voice Cloud for, what was it,
725.
38,725.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Thank you. Hopefully it doesn't go up to that much. I don't think the training is just,
That's kind of,
yeah, it's like $11.25 per day of training, which is actually like 4,000 off for what they originally had quoted anyway. Because I told them, I was like, I just would have waited. I didn't know BS&A was going to buy them out. Otherwise, I just would have went with BS&A or just waited and not done anything. And Boyce told us that they were going to have this cloud product coming. So I was like, so I feel kind of gypped a little bit. And then, so the guy that's helping me, the guy got me this quote. I told him, I was like, you know, you go talk to your boss and see if you can get a better deal. I was like, the annual fee is fine. I was like, it's pretty close to what we're paying already anyway. I was like, but the training is ridiculous. $1,100 a day to do training is crazy. So. Other than that, I think that's all I got.
Mark, you got anything else?
No.
I don't have anything. Motion to close this meeting.
Second.
All in favor?